When I first stepped into Kitchen Sink Aloha, I thought I would play another cute and cozy rendition of Overcooked. But then something happened. I got hooked, and it's not for the reasons you might think. And let me tell you, Fire Emblem was the last thing on my mind when you tell me of a cozy cooking game. So in this video, I'll be sharing the different features of the game, why it's my current obsession, along with some areas that could use a bit of polish. And by the end, you'll hopefully have a good sense of whether this game is your cup of tea. Thank you to the developers for gifting us a key to the game. And just a heads up, while I've been given early access, the opinions stated here are my own. So let's get right into it. First up is the world building. In Kitchen Sink, you play as either Kai or Kala, two siblings trying to bring their family's restaurant back to life on a beautiful Hawaiian island. You'll build a team of chefs, each with their own quirks, struggles, and dreams. As you cook together, friendships form, stories unfold, and yeah, maybe even a little romance. I love how each of the chefs' backstories are distinct from each other and show different sides of cooking, be it for family, showmanship, tradition, and so much more. It's a game that really leans into the idea that food is more than just something we eat. It's how we connect with others. As a hybrid visual novel, I did expect a certain level of storytelling, and I did enjoy it. Without spoiling too much, it had familiar narratives, but with its own twist. You can feel the teamwork with everyone pitching in. And while I haven't been to Hawaii, I definitely felt how the characters are paying homage to their heritage in their own way. Truly, it's the journey that makes the story. The gameplay is a mix of planning, managing, and storytelling. One of the best things about this game is how much control you have in a restaurant service or run. In fact, this is where the strategy comes in. You'll plan your menus, organize your kitchen, and pick which chefs to use based on their skills. Then there's the challenge of serving dishes on time by stacking combos and teamwork bonuses. At first, I found it as a really casual game, but as I progressed through the levels, I couldn't stop. I guess that itself is a testament on how smooth and subtle the increasing challenges of the game are. You can tweak recipes with creative twists to create dishes that will help you in a specific stage. Like if you have limited equipment, but need that extra boost for more points. To unlock twists in a dish, you'd need inspiration points that you can get after every service or stage. And one of my favorite parts in thinking up twists is when you need to be in a certain support level with one of the chefs. Not only do you get fun twists, but also a deeper insight to the chef's personalities, which for me is a bonus incentive in leveling up those bonds. But is that all there is to the strategy? No, there's a lot more. You also get to design your kitchen layouts, upgrade appliances, and level up your chef's skills to match your strategy. To maximize your teamwork, you need to make sure of the layout of each appliance and that going to and from each station will not cost you too much speed. And in this game, upgrading appliances does give you significant boosts that can be felt right away. Choosing which ones to upgrade first is part of the strategy. And last but not the least to consider in a stage is the staff. Each chef has different skills and stats that you would need to carefully consider. They have strengths in menus, appliances, layouts, and even challenges in different locations. I know it can get a bit overwhelming right now, but when you play it, it will just click. Especially since the rules are pretty straightforward and there's only a total of 8 chefs. So, by the time you recruit your 4th, I feel like you've already understood the gist of it. It's not under the game's tag in Steam, but I do consider Kitchen Sink as a real-time strategy game with all these considerations. Oh, but don't worry, it's not stressful unless you want it to be. The game lets you play at your own pace. Want a super relaxed experience? Cozy mode has you covered. Want a challenge? Hard-boiled mode will test your skills. It's like the game is made for experimenting and figuring out what works best for you. There are over 30 different places to cook, from food trucks to beachside pop-ups, so it never feels repetitive. And if you want a break from the heat of the kitchen, you can go fishing, hiking, or just chill with your crew. The mini games for fishing and hiking are pretty easy, but it can get a bit tedious after a while. I would have wished that there's an auto or a skip feature if you have completed it a certain number of times. The map exploration part of the game is pretty on point, no hassle. It's similar to Fire Emblem or any strategy game really. Then we have the support feature that reminds me heavily of Fire Emblem. The protagonist can S-support everyone, while others can only S-support specific characters. To each their own, you know? The romance options let you explore different storylines without having to start over, which is pretty good in my opinion. I love games with thoughtful narratives, and getting to know the cast, the characters from a different perspective outside the protagonist is the icing on the cake. Oh, and did I mention that if you level up any bond, you'll not only get deeper insights on the characters, but they also get an increase on their stats? Honestly, it all goes back to cooking. The game doesn't forget that. And if you're new to the channel, I enjoy cozy narrative games and cover them here. And if you enjoyed this video or are looking for more, consider subscribing. One thing that I found myself not too thrilled about initially was the controls or UI of the game, because there were just so many things to do. It was a pretty steep learning curve, but a short one at that because once you get the hang of it, it's as smooth as butter. And as a Steam Deck girly, I'm happy to announce that the game is verified and is pretty easy to switch between PC and the Steam Deck. It's pretty intuitive there, but that could be because I started from PC. So whether you're into strategizing or just looking to relax, the game's pretty easy to get into. The visuals are a feast for your eyes. The tropical setting is full of bright colors, cozy little details, and a warm, inviting atmosphere. Each kitchen has a different look and feel, keeping things interesting. And the food art, it'll make you hungry. From Loco Moco to Ubi cheesecake, the dishes look so mouth-watering you'll want to grab a fork. The characters are also super cute, with designs that totally match their personalities, and the pixel art animations add an extra layer of charm. And the music, total island vibes. The soundtrack is a mix of upbeat Hawaiian-style tunes and chill melodies that make the whole experience feel like a mini getaway. It's the kind of game where you might just leave the music on in the background while you do something else. Unlike other cooking games, Kitchen Sink doesn't just focus on making food. It's about the people, the connections, and the stories behind each meal. It's part visual novel, part strategy game, and part cozy life sim, all wrapped up in a relaxed but meaningful experience. Whether you're here for the cooking, the friendships, or just to soak up the island atmosphere, this game brings something unique to the table. You see, Kitchen Sink Aloha isn't just another cooking game, it's a mix of everything cozy games do best. You get cooking challenges, team building, and a heartwarming story all wrapped up in one. The Hawaiian setting and culture make it feel fresh and unique, while the blend of strategy and chill vibes keeps things fun. If you like games where you can relax and feel accomplished, this is one you'll want to try. And if you enjoy cozy crafting games with life sim elements like this, we've got a video with our top picks breaking it all down, full releases, early access gems, and everything in between. Some of these games have seriously raised the bar, and you don't want to miss out. Go ahead and click on the video to check it out. I'll see you there.